Greetings everyone, this is Ridiculous Polygon Entertainment, and tonight, in Devlog Part 4, we're gonna be adding animations into our game. Before any of that, just gonna quickly reorganize the folders. At the beginning, we enabled the basic asset pack, which includes a lot of materials, different items and such, some of which we're not gonna ever need, so I just got rid of those. After that mess got a little bit more organized, I finally uploaded my character into the game itself. This is my second attempt at making a 3D character model, and just look at this handsome boy. Just forget about his older brother, we do not talk about him. Now, hide your pitchforks, calm down.
Calm down! You calm the fuck down!
This is not the end product, this is just a placeholder character, okay? This is my only second attempt. I know, it's horrendous, but it doesn't mean it's not gonna have its uses. Now, it wouldn't be a ridiculous Polygon Entertainment video if something did not go immediately wrong. So import. What the... So, the first problem that arises is that Unreal Engine does not support the default bone structure from Blender, so we're gonna have to delete that and somehow rig it again in a way that is compatible. Considering I barely know how to make a character model, you cannot expect me to make animations as well. For that purpose, I'm gonna use Mixamo. It's a free source of animations that I'm gonna use as placeholders for now, so we can have a general idea and feel. We need anim montages regardless, and waiting a couple of months for me to learn how to do animations, then making it look bearable, is just not gonna cut it. So one thing, as we're exporting our character into Mixamo, is we gotta think about what type of file are we gonna be exporting. Is it gonna be an FBX, OBJ, or an STL? All three of those have some valid case uses. For example, STL, it's best for 3D printing, prototyping, or mechanical parts, something more practical. OBJ is great for static 3D props or environment models without animation. FBX is ideal for animated characters, rigged models, full scenes, and any assets with animation/material data. You would think that, hey, we want FBX, right? But no. Because we deleted the rigging from our Blender model, so we're gonna be throwing the OBJ instead into Mixamo, and then rigging it inside of Mixamo. It has some auto rigging, which is pretty nice. It is less accurate than I would like it to be, but I'm gonna deal with that when I do my own animations. The auto rigging in Mixamo is quite simple, which is something that I actually appreciate, because I'll be on this screen like 50 more times, just you wait. Look at him go! Oh my god, look at him! He's actually moving! He's schmoving! Okay, yeah, now that's something, okay. At this stage of the development, I made a crucial mistake. I started downloading a crazy amount of animations without even testing if they work inside of Unreal Engine. So I have spent like over an hour just downloading them, organizing them into file sizes, just to throw all of this progress into the trash. And the worst part, I didn't do it once, I didn't do it twice, I did it a couple of times. Oh, where do I even begin? Ignoring the fact that I spent like 30 minutes playing around with things regarding meshes and animations inside of Unreal Engine, I have come to an understanding that I made an oopsie, and a big one at that. I didn't apply scales or rotation or transform modifiers on my character model, so inside of the transfer and exporting from one file to another, from one program to another, things broke, so I had to fix all of that again, as well as making sure that my character is actually 2 meters tall inside of Blender, so I can have proper scales and alignment. So with all of that being done, and double, triple, quadruple checking everything, after also re-exporting, re-rigging, re-uploading, one would think that it should work now, right? Well, I will let you form your own conclusions on this one. I come over here, This is the size of our character. This is supposed to be 2 meters by Blender standards. Like, I do not understand what's going on here. What ended up happening is both Blender and Unreal Engine and triply Mixamo all have different systems for measurement. This reminds me of the whole imperial versus metric thing. Why can't we just agree on the same things? Why? Anyways, I assumed that instead of 2 meters, I had 2 centimeters. So while exporting from Blender into the OBJ, I just put the scale up to 100. Okay. Oh shit! We have run into a completely different issue now. By this point you should understand, we export the file, change the scale, upload it to Mixamo, rig it there, and then upload it into Unreal Engine, and pray that it's gonna work. I've been at it for a while, I did a lot of different tries. I'm just gonna spare you the details and get to the point. Okay. Yeah, we're like at the same height here. Kinda. What the fuck am I looking at? So, definitely having some issues here. So I need to control A, rotation, and I need to control A, location. What the fuck happened here? Okay, why did the spaghetti monster appear? Well, it all is because of the origin point being centered at the head. Is that orange dot that you can see there. It's supposed to be at the bottom of the feet. I tried to move it into a good position and then apply, but the arrows you can see surrounding my character model were making the transforming very, very buggy, because whenever I would press apply, it would just snap back to the original position. I mean, it would snap back the origin point. And of course, after doing all of that, I needed to export it, upload it to Mixamo, keep the right scale, then upload it to Unreal Engine. Yay! Import. Oh god, no. Why is he going up? You spin my head, baby, right? No, why is it small again? Well, I didn't know this at the time, but those spinny arrows, the last airbender, long before time, they were spurring into masters. My transform scales were based around those, so when I deleted the arrows, my scale got completely fucked. So I need to find again what is the appropriate scale, because 15 times is not gonna cut anymore, because now it's just too small. So mesh skeleton, MTPRL, import. Something is entirely wrong. What is wrong with you? Oh no, this is not right. So the animation plays well, right? But why the fuck is the mesh laying downwards? Why? What the? He's underground. Oh, we finally have something functional. I'm just gonna take a break. I cannot do this anymore.